Hey, welcome to this tutorial for interesting and creative video editing. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these fascinating videos where you see one object turns into another one, or one thing becomes multiple of the same thing. These are actually not magic. In fact, these are videos being done by professional editors, such as one of the most popular one named Zack King. He turns a piggy bank into a real pig, or a white pillow into a white t-shirt and dressed onto his body. In this tutorial video, I'll be showing you some of the most simple and basic tricks that even you can use to create interesting videos that can even be better than Zack King's. You don't need expensive equipment to begin with. All you need is a computer, a camera or cell phone that can film in Full HD resolution, and a video editing software. The editing software can be Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or anything equivalent, but it must have the masking function and color correction function, which I'll be getting into shortly. So let's begin. So here I have Adobe After Effects project open for one of the magic video that I created. Basically, in this video you will see that I toss a wooden block towards the back of my body, and the block decomposed into smaller wooden bricks. And the reason why I use Adobe After Effects is because the Adobe Premiere Pro version that I was using is the older version of Premiere Pro, and it does not have the masking function. It's pretty old. It's a CS 5.5, I believe. In newer versions in the Adobe Suite Creative Cloud, I'm pretty sure there is a masking function available in Premiere Pro, so you do not need to go through the hassle of creating a project in Adobe After Effects. Anyways, so in this Adobe After Effects, I imported 3 different footage. And before you begin making your own videos, make sure to keep in mind that there are 3 main elements that you always have to pay attention to. The first one is your performance. Second one is your environment, how well you can control all the variables surrounding your environment. And the last one is your composition. So how you plan to shoot the video, where you will be positioning yourself, etc. So in this video, basically 3 separate videos are being shot. And as you can see that in this composition, there's a bunch of files imported in here. A lot of them are repeated because Adobe After Effects is layer based. So whichever one that comes on the top gets to be seen and displayed. So if I hide all these layers, all you're seeing is this bottom layer. If I hide it, it'll be gone. You won't be seeing anything. This footage is imported. That's the footage where you see me tossing the block. You see that block did not actually decompose, it just bounces off the ground. But I do have to act that it did decompose. And the second video is where I was actually standing right here and dropping all these smaller wooden bricks onto the ground. It's actually this footage right here. And this line that you're looking at, that is the masking function. Extremely important for you to create magical videos. So that's the second video which I place on top of this one, with the mask function being deleted. So as you can see, in this video, I was standing here tossing the blocks so that it falls approximately at the location where that big wooden block landed onto the ground. but I wasn't being very precise, so that sucks. Well, I was being lazy and I didn't want to shoot it again. There is a way to make the correction by also using the masking function. So the wooden block landed here. We make the opacity to 50%. You'll be able to see two clips being played at the same time. Slightly off, but there's a way to make it right. So with that said, we want this part of the video to be shown, and we need to mask the portion of the video that you want to combine with the lower level one. In this case, a mask is drawn around the region where you see that the small wooden bricks just landed on the ground, because that's where you want a transition to happen from the large block to the smaller one. So this portion of the video clip is being masked. Very powerful function. So without that mask, you'll be able to see me standing right here, and that's something you want to avoid. Okay? And as I mentioned earlier, that when the wooden block was tossed up in the air, and when it landed a little bit towards the left. So that landing location needs to be shifted a little bit towards the right. In order to do that, you have to change the projectile path of this block. How do you do that? Masking again. So all these layers that you see on top, these are individual mask footage. Not really footage, I should say frames. So individual masked frames of only that wooden block. So for example, the path of this wooden block right here, this particular mask can be moved towards the right and left. So it can go to the left or right. And let me put this master footage on top of all the other layers and make it a 50% transparency. That way we'll be able to see all the layers below it. So as you can see, that this footage, the wooden block is actually slightly towards the left, and these individual layers comes in handy, so you can shift the location of these blocks towards the right. That's the second position of the block while it's in the air in its projectile motion. That's the third position of the block. And then the fourth one is when the transition happens. And that's also done by the masking function, where I sort of created a type of partial transition to make it so it looks more like a real decomposition of the object. Well, the fancier you make, the better it looks. In this case, I decided to make it sort of simple. And after this specific state, it changes into that block. Basically, you make this part disappear by using the opacity function. So opacity means if it's 100%, you see the object completely or the footage completely. If you give it a 0%, you're telling the software to completely remove this from the footage. And by doing that, it appears as if the large block decomposed into smaller wooden bricks. Because it's a split second, it's very hard to tell. And that's the trick of making the video. And your environmental control, that's also very critical. So if you decided to film during a sunny day, make sure that it's sunny. It's not partially sunny or cloudy, because if the cloud gets into the way, you'll have sunlight disappear and you'll be getting inconsistent lighting in your footage. Let's turn off all these layers and just look at the two different footage. If you shoot these two videos on a sunny day, and when you shoot one it was bright but the other one was dimmer, you will see this big difference in light contrast and brightness, and you definitely want to avoid that. So make sure that you have good control of the environment. If you shoot in a cloudy day and it's consistently cloudy, then you wouldn't have this issue. So keep that in mind. That's environment. Make sure that everything else surrounding you are under control, and if not, can be done by using brightness and contrast modifications on the footage. Okay, turn everything back to the way they are, and that's the end product. So let's recap. 3 most important elements to create your magic video are performance, environment, and composition. You don't need green screen, and I repeat, green screen is not required. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of hassle. Well, I hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. Please subscribe for more upcoming content, and I will see you next time.